Hello everybody, and welcome to a very relaxing game of Crusader Kings. I am your host. My name is Mindmoose. You can see that we're playing as Petty King Ricat ab Dunmarth of Cornwall. Since our start in 867, he is now the second generation. We just finished a small war. He has only been in power for a very short period of time, and have already made arrangements for his alliances, recruiting to his court, other basic things to do on succession. Let's take a quick look, though, and reminisce about our poor deceased father, and how everything went in the succession. Wiche is also ruled by a member of my dynasty. It is ruled by my brother. Over the course of the succession, that is the only territory that was lost, and they are far weaker than I am. At full strength, they're 568, and at half strength, I'm 1369. Taking back that territory will be a priority for me, because it is part of Restore the Kingdom of Cornwall. Working towards this, I also need to get my fame up to exalted among men. So the real goal for my character in this lifetime is really going to be to get as much prestige as possible. It will be hard for a mere duke to get that much fame. I'll need to spend most of my lifetime will be spent at war. I have very high learning, which would be great, except religious wars give you devotion, not fame. Fortunately, I will get sanctioned loopholes. I'll be able to use my piety to get claims on other members of my religion, so wars will get me fame instead of devotion. I'm also about done developing my primary duchy for the time being. That is because I'm currently waiting for city planning to finish. It'll take 10 years, which is pretty good. It's that fast because of my focus on learning. But that means that I can instead spend my money on things like this, usurping the petty kingdom of Wessex, which will give me prestige instead of costing prestige, the way fabricating claims do, and will allow me to rapidly expand to finish taking all of Wessex. The only part still held by one of the descendants of Alfred the Great is Carisbrooke. We can contrast how smoothly this succession went with how Alfred the Great was divided between Essex, which doesn't exist anymore, Essex, Wessex, Wiche, and Kent. That was divided between all of them. We managed to keep our succession nice and neat. So, I'm currently helping an ally fight a war that I haven't even shown up to yet because he asked me to come while I was still fighting one of mine. Let's see what this is. The Spoletan claim in the county of Lucha. Well, that seems to be going pretty well for them. What's their war score? They've completely obliterated the enemy army. I don't think I'm even gonna try to show up. They're about to get the objective held. I think they're about to win without me ever even showing up. That's too bad. That's an opportunity missed for lots of fame. But I did have something more pressing at home. I believe I have a truce with the barony of Carisbrooke at the moment. Yeah, so I got 5 years. But let's just go ahead and usurp this now. I have the funds. There. Part of what makes succession neat and organized is that Cornwall is such a small duchy. I prefer small duchies to large duchies for that reason. I also had less kids than I wanted. This is Petty King Dumnarth II, the first character I played as, and you can see we only had 2 sons. I wanted to have 4. That is going to continue to be the case with this generation. I'm not going to have many children. I am asexual. That also means I can't use seduction to fill up my court more easily. That means I'll need to rely on blackmail to bring people to my court for free. Which means we should pick someone who has a nice full court and a high chance of learning a secret. 95% right here. The Duchess of Transjurana, which is where we already are, is independent. Her court is not large, only 7 people. What's France like? 12. What about Aquitaine, since they've split? 14. Let's see what the odds are when we go. Where is the King of Aquitaine? He's in Berry. High chance, large court. Let's go for it. Allied to King Louis. I think that is a choice that very few players would make. To lose territory in a succession to Aquitaine. And then, when they still have territory that's within your de jure territory, you make an alliance with them. Very unusual. Now, if I was to do that as a player, I would have designs on Lotharinga. I would want to gang up to try and take back Lotharinga and Italy. We'll see what they do. Is the kingdom called Italy or is it Lombardy? Italy, yes. I spent a lot of time in Crusader Kings 2 playing in the earliest start date, where I'm pretty sure it was called the Kingdom of Lombardy. It's not just the duchy. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're not going to participate in that war. They're about to win it on their own, which means it's time to take back territory from my brother. What? We have an alliance? Is there a way to break it? I have to break it. I don't want to break it. I don't like breaking alliances. But you know what? I'm greedy, Raven. Sorry, brother. This land is mine. What's gonna happen? I lose a whole level of fame. Okay. But there's another way to do this. Murdering him is now a very high priority. That will also break our alliance. It's a negotiated alliance. Doesn't that mean that he needs to have defensive negotiations? I don't have defensive negotiations. I don't have defensive negotiations, right? Yeah. Well, this is definitely a wrench in my plan. I'll need to be patient here. This is not likely to succeed. I mean, the assassination is not likely to succeed. I think there is someone in my court who I had a strong hook on. Let's see who I have hooks on. This guy. I just married him to someone. But I'm not very good at killing her either. How come I can seduce him? He's homosexual. I can seduce her too? But I'm asexual. I thought that stopped me from seducing anybody. Well then. Oh, I think it would stop me from making them my lover. But I can still seduce them. Oh. Oh, that's why. What happens. I have a very large attraction penalty. Okay, so well, hopefully there are people in his court who I can pay to join this scheme. There's one. There's two. Let's see, 20, 40, 70. Oh, that brings us up nice and high. Okay. Bribe. 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 Poor guy's going to be so stressed because he's very greedy. But this is necessary in the long run to be as greedy as possible and to take back what is rightfully yours. Both of these would actually be not that bad, since I already have a small health boost, and when I'm done this, I'm planning on switching to this, and I can just rush up to Iron Constitution and undo any other health penalties. Maybe a couple of drinks. I'll go with that. Oh, well, that wasn't a good choice, was it? Should have read the fine print. Now I have to give something away. time till I can. The only person. Let's give it to the fella I have a strong claim on. That seems reasonable. Now, would I rather keep Kent or Essex? Kent is a capital, and it has Canterbury in it, which is nice. Essex has a city. I will keep Dover. There we go. Now, pay me more taxes. You know what, I am worried about being invaded by Vikings, so give me more levies. Oh look, that war just ended. How's this progressing? Good. Now I should get a personal scheme going. Let's start off by making this guy like me a bit more. Wait a second. This event means that my priest doesn't like me, right? It does. Not a day passes by without Bishop Maron making a mocker of me during his sermons. Well, I better do something to them. Huh. I don't want to do that. I would rather do this. We better start swaying him. I have some pop-ups here. There's some criminals. Who's she? Nah. Third in line, huh? I might be able to get it entirely through murder. But as soon as I can take it by conquest, I'd rather do that. I don't want to inherit all the territory. I'm quite happy to have a member of my dynasty landed. Looks like I currently have holy war opportunities over here. What's this Desmond? Yeah. I could. Why would I? Just to have more territory? Land a knight? Get a knight for just a small amount of prestige. Will I be able to win the war? Probably. A lot of his soldiers are special soldiers, and a lot of them are Figmen, counter skirmishers. Most of my army skirmishers, and Bondi, counter archers. But if we look at the terrain we're fighting in, we'll note that Vigmen are good in plains, taiga, and farmland. And Bondi are bad in hills, mountains, and good in plains and farmland. Yes, let's kill my brother. Hey, it worked! Okay, all this contemplation about holy war has now been replaced. But let's finish the thoughts here, because terrain types matter. My archers are good in taiga, forests, and hills. My light footmen are good in taiga, forests, and jungles. Which means against the special Norse-specific units, and given that taiga isn't anywhere, there isn't taiga in England, I want to fight them in forests or on hills. And I'll have an advantage then, I think. Is that correct? Back to looking at Vigmen, taiga, plains, and farmland. Okay, and Bondi. Weaken hills. So forests or hills would be where I want to fight them. Wetlands. Ooh, more wetlands. Plains. 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 They would have a bit of an advantage there. I have advantage over here with all these forests. So, now, of course, the terrain is done at the barony level. If I could force them to fight me here, that would be good. But would I be able to? Probably not. What we'd be fighting over in Desmond is in wetlands, in the hills. Most likely the fight will occur here. Okay. Now that my baby brother's in charge. Aw, poor guy. Let's take our claim. How big are they? Oh, almost nothing. Oh, but they do have an ally. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna try and fight him before he and his ally group up. Once we group up, this army's of equal size to the one of him plus his ally. So, but his ally also currently has penalties from being at sea. Can I have a... What's the faction that's coming after me? Peasants. Okay. buyer's pay. My son tried to steal. Shame on you, son. Shame. Okay, so I've already chosen compassionate with my son, and which I think is a terrible trait because of everything causes you stress. But part of the reason I did it was because it's well, one is it's fun to try new things, and the other is that since he has an education focus, he can focus in medicine, which makes managing stress really easy. So let's keep that in mind, that I'm already concerned about stress, but I also have a plan for potentially managing it. Over here. Deceitful. I think deceitful plus compassionate would, what deceitful's good at would result in him being stressed out all the time. So that won't be good. Honest. I'm already going to be really bad at intrigue, so taking honest is virtuous, and it wouldn't add that many things to what it would make intrigue options like profoundly a dumb stat. It would just be something that this ruler is completely incompetent at, which would make it so that living with compassionate is a bit more tolerable as well. We are all guided by rules greater than ourselves. Become humble. Humble is generally a good trait. There's nothing offensive about it. Gives you bonus piety. The clergy like you more. It doesn't come with any significant trade-offs that I know of for stress. But I think given what we already know, honesty is the way to go. So he is not going to be good at deception. That is not what he will truly be bad at all things related to intrigue, except for swaying. Oh, they managed to catch them out. I didn't notice that. Wasn't paying close enough attention, I guess, to the direction they were retreating in. I'm just gonna take the capital now. I wouldn't say I'm angry that I made a mistake, but I don't want to throw away an easy victory. Oh, I definitely want a hook. Definitely. Now, I do have a nice plan for his marriage here. Except this guy hasn't had any children, or hasn't had any female children. He hasn't either. Okay, well that's too bad. How quickly is that gonna finish? 38 days. How quickly is mine gonna finish? 5 months. There you go, you guys can stay there. You can go over and fight and then come back to continue the siege. This will stop the siege counter from resetting. And there we go. She's being educated, right? Wait, she is not. Did I set this, or can it be changed? It can be changed. Okay. So, Marshal and Knight, he'd be good. Or my steward. Oh, he's kind of old for it. What I like about using women as teachers is that since they can't be knights, they're unlikely to die on you. I convert culture, Slovene. I don't see that culture as being necessarily very useful for me. We'll stay Cornish. So, it's nice that my son has a positive trait. Maybe I can get another positive trait. A genius. Well, that is too much to pop. That is perfect. There we go. I wonder if I can ransom any of these captives back. Looks like I can't. So maybe I should recruit some of them instead. Otherwise, they're just sitting around not doing anything useful. Any of them make good knights? So far, no. None of them are very impressive. They can keep sitting there until I need a single man to marry to find an attractive woman, a woman who is useful. Thank you, my nephew. Okay. Hey. That guy's raiding me. Let's get him. Who do you think you are, Ragnar? Get out of here. Okay. Can I press my claim on him yet? No. Right. What wars? Oh, I can ransom someone. Change Earl Herdman's. No, that's my... Nice. That's my son. Burnham. Can negotiate an alliance. Here we go. What wars are available? Ah, both of them are holy wars. Looks like he's fighting a war right now. He's defending in a holy war for the earldom of Ross. Once Ross. That doesn't look like any of those places. All the way up there. Okay. So if I do want to take Brittany, now would be a good time. He's distracted. And he's very weak. It does seem like a uniquely good opportunity. And then I'd be able to also usurp Brittany. I could make the Kingdom of Brittany after that, but I don't want to, because I'm working towards restoring the Kingdom of Cornwall. Just because. after I restore the Kingdom of Cornwall, I might also make Brittany. Maybe I'll plan on my second son being a Breton, and he can rule the Kingdom of Brittany. If I set him up for success, he might even survive on his own. I have claims down there, huh? Not very good ones. Okay, do I have the money to support it? Yes. But I am about to face a peasant rebellion. So let's wait a very short amount of time before I go to war. Let's find this poor, unfortunate son of mine, a nephew of mine, teacher. There we go. He's in an Anglo-Saxon province, so I kinda want him to stay Anglo-Saxon. Oh, he wants me to buy the Regula Pastoralis. Huh. I don't really care if I have a hook on him. I don't know what that would do for me. Could gain. I could spend money and increase my learning. That seems worthwhile. I'm still relatively young. Higher learning will have long-term benefits. This sounds like a you problem. This'll piss him off. But I'm swaying him anyways. Or I spend the same amount of money and get a favor on. No, this is definitely better. This book sounds interesting. There we go. Nice. Higher learning. What is my other son studying? Learning, right? Right, because he's gonna focus on medicine. Never a peasant's lot is to serve their lord. Where's this rebellion happening? Over there. Okay. How quickly will my guys spawn over here? 8 days? That's fast enough to come out right next to him. And the war. The battle is met. And we win. Is he good at anything? Yeah, he is. We're gonna recruit him. What? There's raiders in my territory. Let's get them. I think they'll escape. Yeah. Okay. Time to take Brittany. I think I'm well prepared for that, right? Oh, wait, I need to declare war for it first. Oh, wait a minute. I should be having feasts as often as possible, and calling hunts as often as possible, for the prestige. Hunts are slightly cheaper, so we'll do that first. And now we will go to war. also see what the Pope will need before I ask for gold. It's close, but I need to spend more money before he'll give me more money. He doesn't like that I'm already wealthy. So that's great. Go to war. While we're at war, I'll host a big party. Then, after the party, when I'm broke, the Pope will give me money. And when you're at fighting a holy war, he gives you more money if he can. So that's nice. The epic holy war music. Since I'm sailing there, which one is his capital? Vannes. Okay. There. The poor are picking mushrooms. I would like to let them pick mushrooms, but I do want the prestige quite badly. A generous donation seems a little bit much just to get them to give me some space to go hunting. There. Get out of here. Give me room. The mushrooms will still be here tomorrow. There we go. Now I host a feast. And now I can ask my head of faith for gold. Oh, that isn't anything extra. I thought it would be. Huh. Maybe they changed that at some point. Or maybe I'm remembering something from Crusader Kings 2. Ah yes, the youthful vigor of the priesthood. It makes sense, he's temperate and brave, so sure, why not? So, there's no wine. Oh no, all my wine's gone bad, that's what's happened. So we can panic buy some more. Or I can get some money back, but lose prestige. Oh, I really don't want to buy more because I'm greedy, but you know what? We're doing it. Prestige is everything. I have done a great job. I organized this all by myself. My wife didn't do anything. All me. Work off some stress. That's nice. What? Is she married? You know what? I'm okay with her having a couple bastard children. I'll legitimize them. That only costs prestige. I'm gonna have lots of prestige. And what I need is fame, not prestige. So I need something to do with all this prestige. You go right ahead, you two. Have a blast. I really expected you to be faithful, I shouldn't have betrothed you to someone who's only 14 years old when you're already fully grown. Oh, he's dead, and his son is in charge. Let's make sure he's being taught well. Uh-oh, his tutor died, and he is still an Anglo-Saxon. I want him to become Welsh. You see, this family is going to one day be married into mine. We got a robust and beautiful marriage to be made here, and I will eventually marry some kinda Herculean beauty to my genius heir. So we're looking for someone who's Welsh. I don't have anyone who's Welsh in my court. Well, good. Let's make sure that we can get married. There's lots of people who can get married right now. Okay. Let's start. And he wants to learn how to be a soldier, huh? So sort by. He's kind of old. He is really the second highest Welsh person's. It only has 6. How about the unlanded Welsh people are not very impressive at all. His prowess is decent. Like, do I have more filters on or something? What's going on here? No, just Welsh. Okay. Here we go. Let's just see if she can do better. Trilineal. Welsh. She can. Could also. He's bossy, right? And we can change that. So I could educate him to be a steward if I were. So I go with stewardship. We have a relatively young man, 16 and 13. For stewardship, that's pretty good. Not a great education trait. Still 16 and 13. Take 16, yet half of learning, got a total of 19, that's pretty good. Or we go here. He's too old. Got 16 and 2, that's 18, and a much better education, we'll go with him. Does she have any jobs right now? She does not. That means I'm worried about her leaving. Let's marry a knight. 21. Very nice. That is a very high prowess. This fella. Also very high prowess. Hey, and he's a Breton. You know, I'm going to need a Breton for whoever my second son is. I cannot wait to meet him. Oh, an intelligent man. You will marry for traits. How perfect. There. And you, I will need to make a point of getting landed, so that there are intelligent and beautiful people available for me to marry in the future. Okay, now back. Let's get you your teacher. guardianship. Here we go. And he won't accept it. It's kind of important that you do accept it. It's not that important that you accept it. Okay, fine. He'll like me more in the future. I'll probably do some things to make him scared of me in the future also. So I'm not going to recommend anyone yet. He's only 7. We got some time. We got a few years to sort this all out. Take some captives. There any one of other religions that I can execute? Sort by age. We don't want, if they're young, they can stay in jail for a longer time. Only if the what? Let's wait. I could ransom her. I'd rather have more money. What's going on over here? Neustria. Neustria has the same idea I have. That means I'm racing them. Is that enough? It is. Okay. We go. Sister. Ah, yes. One of the arrangements I made for alliance. And I could go to war to take Barcelona if I think I can win. It would result in a dynasty being landed and a big war against a co-religionist, which will get me lots of fame. Ah, well that's bad luck. How'd they suddenly get soldiers? Learn on the job. Best, maybe one of the best perks in the game. How rapidly is Neustria getting victory? They have more than me. He could be greedy too, just like his old man. What other options do we have? Teach him to be gregarious. Or lustful. No, definitely not lustful. Intrigue is his dump stat. Friends at a feast? Maybe. His diplomacy's quite high. He could be gregarious also. Greedy has some stuff that doesn't line up very well with compassionate and honest, but it's not so bad. Since I'm good at learning, I suspect he'll have a lot of new things unlocked in the near future that will give him lots of opportunities to spend lots of money. So let's stick with greedy. I hope I don't lose all this stuff to Neustria. That would really be a bummer. I want to save my money for now, because if I do win this war, I want to immediately make the duchy. Or usurp it. Oh, wonderful. I can make a very convincing argument about religion. What? How dare you? I'm just gonna blackmail you. Oh, that doesn't help. I guess you need a strong hook to force them to give you the church, all the church money, contributions, the church taxes. I'll need to keep convincing him that I'm an okay guy. Oh, captured someone's kid. They can be ransomed. Yep. Let me just make sure I got the heir, huh? Good thing I didn't ransom him back. That's my only real advantage over Neustria. Ah, come on, Moray. You're defending them. I took their territory. Can't you just let me keep it? How long until that war's over? They listened to my plea. They agreed that it was okay to let me keep it. How nice of them. What are we waiting for? Just a siege. I didn't press the invite knights button. I really should have. There we go. Oh, so much territory. Negotiate the Danelaw. Your highest tiered titled rank is Duchy. Level of fame is distinguished. Must completely control at least 2 duchies within Desher, England. We haven't reached the early medieval era. I don't want to do that. Look at that raider. Let's get him. Okay, so I have a lot of territory I need to give away at the moment. And I only have one person really in mind for who to give it to. He is Cornish. So, going to give him... I want to put Bretons over here. I don't care about supporting the Anglo-Saxons. So I will give him the Earldom of Kent. There. Now I'm going to wait for some knights to show up. And then then start giving some stuff away. Like, there. How much money is this guy carrying around? Not very much. Oh good, she is married. I could land, give her land. Well, give him land. I like that plan. This knight who came to my court is both a Satru and Norse. Some of these territories were actually converted to be Norse. I could give him Penthievre and then hope that he converts to my religion. Let's do it. He is very unlikely to do it. Well, you know what? Declining to convert is a crime, so... No, I'm not giving you a hook. You're going to jail. How long will it take? If I do it right here, 10 days, you won't be able to gather and fight me within 10 days. Did I usurp the Duchy of Brittany? Oh, it's not even made anymore. Then I will create the Duchy of Brittany. Why now? So that it increases my prestige gain. Certainly, you can have her back. Another Norse Asatru. Look at that though, he's Herculean. I'm a fan of that. Here. You can have this place, because it was also Norse. Let's see if he'll convert. Better odds. If not, we know what's gonna happen to him. Yay! He converted. Wonderful. Are these places also... That place is in Satra. There. And you can go free if you convert. Has some claims to the Earldom of Ornai, the Earldom of Leon. Don't want you to have those either. And I want a hook. Okay, there you go. Oh, wait. like to go? Duke Guy II of Spoleto. You're expanding again, huh? Where are we fighting? The county. We're fighting for the county of Lanciano against Prince Edelchis of Benevento. And a ban of Croatia. The ban of Croatia. Now, before I accept, is the Pope willing to give me money? Yes. When you're fighting people of your religion, they are often less likely to give you money. I'm not going to create the Kingdom of Brittany. That is not my goal at this time. So, do I want to sail there or walk there? I think I want to sail there. Let's wait for the Pope to respond. Thank you. I will accept. And to war we go. Now my plan for building and men-at-arms, which are always related plans, is to have light infantry and to have light cavalry. But I remember that I get a special light cavalry eventually. But when? Here it is, hobbies. My medieval era. That's a long way away. I hope that by that much, by the time I can get hobbies, I don't think I'll be wanting light cavalry. I think I'll be using heavy cavalry. I hope I'm wealthy enough for that by the time I go through the entire early medieval era. So why does that all matter right now? Well, I need to decide if I want more archers or if I want or not, basically. I need to decide if I want more archers or not. And if I do want more archers, and I don't want, that also means, since I don't have many slots here, it also means I don't want armored footmen. But if I'm going to get light horsemen, then I want armored footmen. Probably. If I do get armored footmen. Tough. I really don't know what I want to build for my last set of buildings. I'm really inclined towards making an army that specializes in fighting in forests, mostly. In which case I really don't need the light cavalry. I suppose I could not prioritize around economy at all for my buildings and focus on fighting in hilly terrain. And then eventually add in hobilars, which would make me feel like building Hunter's Lodges wasn't wasted. It is part of a fully money-focused build here, plus the hide tents for making a better entirely light infantry and bowman-focused army, which are the ones that are good in forests. I'm gonna do that. It's not as optimal as if before instead of building the Hunter's Lodges first, I could have instead built the logging camps first. But I'm still gonna do that. And I'm making a light infantry focused army. I got another idea. Pikemen are good in hills. The combination of these three would all be good in terrain that is good at fighting what counters my bowmen, which is cavalry. And I could do that while still focusing mostly on bowmen. I'm overthinking it, I think. It's also just plain good to go with barracks so that you can eventually have really good heavy infantry once you can afford it. And then I would have all three military buildings long run, which is really good. That's just really good. And I would want to switch my focus. I would still want to focus in either light infantry or heavy cavalry, heavy infantry with this building selection, since I don't get the option of the building that would give heavy cavalry a bonus. Yeah, okay, we're gonna add barracks and eventually add heavy cavalry. Sorry, heavy infantry, and we're gonna skip heavy cavalry. We're probably only gonna have one stack of heavy cavalry and one stack of heavy infantry. And we're going to actually be focusing mostly on bowmen this time, as we unlock more slots. We'll want one for cavalry, we'll want one for heavy infantry, and we'll want one for siege weapons. And the rest... Oh, and one for light footmen. The rest are bowmen, both because it's cheap, they do a lot of damage, mostly, and the real point here is that we're dealing with enemy cavalry by trying to fight in terrain that the enemy cavalry is bad at. So, and that means I don't need to make any more buildings right now. So there, upgrade that. I think once I have the heavy cavalry, once I have the heavy infantry, keep getting those mixed up when I'm speaking, that is when I'll want to switch out light footmen for cavalry. light cavalry. Now, what I'm looking for in this war is battles, not sieging. What I'm trying to get is fame. What's this? I don't want to lose Zealous, though. Okay. I beckon my bishop to join me in the circle of brass orbs and candles, arranged on staves. This is how, through the corner of our eyes, we will spot the inscrutable form of angels. And my bishop does not approve. See, I can try and convince him that it's okay. And I'd be good at that. Or I can just accept what he says. I'm gonna convince him it's okay, because I get more learning out of it. And it is true, my intentions are pure. Almost at sanctioned loopholes. That'll be very useful. Who's this fella with a useful county claim? To Derby. That doesn't seem... Here we go. This is more what I want to do. Hey, a Christian Norse. Nice. There you go. Who's this guy? He's not good enough to be worth imprisoning just for the sake of recruiting him. Either way, I gain stress from knowing that someone's out there trying to assassinate people. That's very, very disappointing. I don't want to be assassinated. Are they picking a fight that they're bound to lose right there? It sure looks like it. This war might be over before I even get there again. Good, I can work off some more stress. People are trying to murder me, let's go for a jog. There we go, I have sanctioned loopholes now. Okay, so it looks like they're retreating to this spot here. So, let's just go there and fight them. There we go. Hooray for fame. Let's just see how much I get. My fame is currently 1590. Yeah, how much did I get from that? Nah, I gained almost 60. Okay, that's pretty good, considering that I'm only making 3 prestige per turn, per round, per month. That's the right unit for measuring time here. split up for a carpet siege, although I think at this point that has never actually gone well for me. Go. 2 sieges going. Northumbria is now ruled by Vikings. Oh, that's nice. Quick, before they resolve the war. Ransom them back for everything. Oh, good. Want to make some money. Oh, wonderful. My son is all grown up. He already has his own light footman and his own bowman. Wonderful. Fight with Aquitaine about. Oh, I can fight over the Duchy of Barcelona. He would really beat me right now. Not gonna do that. Oh, nice. Is Astor Leonese? I assume that's also what the culture is in Barcelona. No, in Barcelona they are Catalan. Let's see if I can educate him then to be Catalan. Nope. Hello, my knight. Let's find someone for you to marry who is Catalan. No one in the whole world. Well, let's see if you can find a man to marry who is Catalan. You cannot. This fella's younger. Maybe he'll have better odds. Oh, there's just no Catalan women out there. I'll just wait until they ask for an education. Until he needs an education. He's still young. I don't want to negotiate the date law. Especially if I can beat him. once again, that isn't really my goal. So, King Carloner of Aquitaine, I will lose. Got a holy war against him, and a holy war against him. But what I want to do is fight wars against secular people. Like this guy. I can request a claim, or I can buy the claim. Requesting it will cost 380, and he'll say no. Buy the claim will cost me 500, which I don't have. Get it. Time to wait, I think. How's the development of Exeter going? It's slowing down a bit. It's quite a bit higher than their neighbors over in Cornwall. There we go. Helps if I remember to unpause it, otherwise nothing happens. Pro tip. So right now I need to wait to get more piety in order to make a claim. And very soon, city planning will be done. At which point, I will once again have things to spend money on. I won't be fighting for a short period of time. Could invest in that. I think I'll wait. One idea that I've had is that eventually I might want to stop being Catholic. Might eventually want to be insular, mostly for polygamy, but to run with the general theme of using a small duchy to have really neat and powerful successions. I was also thinking it would be good to switch to a religion that has lay clergy. And religion that has lay clergy. Oh. Who is this guy? Count Baudouin of Clermont. To think that you would try and murder somebody. Shame on you. Shame on you. You're in West Francia. Hey, remember what I said they should be trying to do if they are forming an alliance? Look what they're doing. They're fighting together for Italy. Way to go, you guys. Sometimes the AI does a good job. Am I able to fight with this guy yet? What do you mean I don't have a casus belli? I own the territory. I own Wessex. Oh. Need this first. Maybe that'll be what I get next. That also explains why I don't have a CB on France. To take back Rennes. Call a hunter. Better do it. Oh. Am I gonna shoot at the fox or let Elfgar throw a spear at it? I'm going to take it. There we go, and I am now a scholar. Now, let's consider, do I want to change this now? I think I do. My development seems to be sufficient. It's always good to have it develop faster, but I'm going to be very soon limited by money, not development. So, I may want to jump over into stewardship just for a little while. Take golden obligations, and it is my domain. Or I could do these three. It's cutting cornerstones also saves the money when building holdings. Then I don't need to extort people. But I only really want to spend long enough in outside of learning to get one or two of these. So I'd either be golden obligations and cutting cornerstones, or cutting cornerstones and taxman, or golden obligations and my domain. Then I want to go back, take theology focus, put everything into whole of body. The alternative is to switch to a theology focus. I can ask the Pope for money when it's available, and put everything into whole of body. But I think that won't be enough money now, because the piety gain is probably not going to be enough for me to both use piety to get claims and to use piety to get money. Because we know I need to get to 500. Right? This guy's not... Yeah, he's not yet a king. It's not 500 to get a kingdom. So I better switch to stewardship. I need to start getting more money first, and then I'll also have a use for more piety, while I also extend my lifetime. Rennes. Yes. Why wouldn't I? Ah, yes, and I can now also hold a feast. Wonderful. Now, I got to level 3. We might think that means I'm nice and close to level 4 and exalted among men. But I'm not. That is, very... I'm really only halfway. So we have to keep it up. Ah, it cost me prestige. Has she had her bastard son yet? No? Well, it's probably him, but they didn't get caught. Hey, good. I have a Breton vassal. Wonderful. He'll be able to train my son that I hope to have. Let's just take negotiate the Danelaw out of here. Who's this? My half-sister and Sylvana, whose father is an Urbino. That's nice. Well, Denmark is certainly doing well for itself. They still have Confederate partition, Scandinavian succession. What? What? You cannot lose. You're supposed to be making good genes for the world. Join the war. We get there in time. There we go. I saved him. Now, he'll probably like me a bit for that, so maybe... Right? What? He didn't? That didn't improve his opinion of me? Ingrate. Let's give you that Welsh education that you really need. There, he'll accept it now. My military's starting to get kind of big. That's good. Not really big, just kind of big. Ooh, what an opportunity this is. Maybe. I don't have any members of my family to marry members who are actually in his court. unless he has a son. No. Huh. Lucky. You can also marry someone with a trait. There we go. Ooh, she's beautiful. And she's Cornish. Wait, wasn't she supposed to marry this guy? It's a different person who's beautiful and Cornish. She in our court? She is. I don't remember her being around. Well. Let's go for it. You too can also receive land. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, no one knows it, but he's actually my half-brother. So... Did I remove him from the pins? Yeah. Okay, once I get more territory, we're gonna land him, unless I have another son. Yeah, I need to keep him in the pins. And we wait. Sweden is not successfully unifying itself at all. It does seem to be making progress in Finland. What is this? Oh, I already knew about that. Wait, he's a ruler already, huh? Excellent. That's given me a bit more renown then. Look at that. Wonderful. Work off some stress. He executed her? He executed her. Well. I guess given his traits, that seems like it would make sense. Ooh, excellent. I like it when my son invites me to a party. It's a great way for me to hopefully get some free prestige. You know, if she's dead, I have one less alliance. I better make a point of finding me an alliance. Rudolph the Shallow. Those are... Here we go. Alliance with the Duchy of Upper Lorraine, huh? Sounds okay. And he's going to end up landed. Alright. We are taking that one. There. What is this? We must stop the villain behind this. Who are they trying to kill? Oh. Well, I don't care so much. And... oh no. I think my son now probably knows that I killed my brother. I think that's my only real secret. Yep. Farewell, my son and heir. Excellent. I'm an eager reveler. So, we're just waiting. Waiting to get enough piety. I will accept. I know it causes my son pain to do this, to treat me so poorly. His compassion, his honesty. There. What more is this? You know, it didn't occur to me that I could be using these holy wars just to get the opportunity to form more duchies. Even though I already did it once, it didn't occur to me that I could be doing it over in Ireland and to take Mercia. And that's actually going to get me my prestige a lot faster than spending it on claims with co-religionists, I think. So, Mott's is looking pretty good, I think. Because I want to be able to build another castle over here, quite specifically. It says I need to have the Mott's invention. Casus Belli is also looking pretty good for obvious reasons. It'll take 20 years. I won't be able to afford that within 20 years. So there we go. I might end up using that to take that. I might also just end up fabricating the claim. That's a tough war. That is a less tough war. Who's fighting in this one? Holy War for the Duchy of Lancaster. Attackers, Ulster, and the Prince of Man. He doesn't have any alliances, he's just participating in the Holy War to defend it. I have several alliances. I think I should take Mercia. Or is he actually the primary defender here? he is the primary defender. So, I'm going to take Mercia. Look at all that territory that will become mine. So big. Declare war. Hey, the Pope is willing to give me money now. I want it. That'll help me make my, that will help me afford the duchy. And let's call in my allies. Where are they? Here's the button. After all, I have a tremendous surplus of prestige. And we're gonna stay grouped up for this one. His armies are big. No fancy carpet sieges this time. More lovers out there. I'm looking forward to this finishing so I can get a bit more money. Ah, that's son. I gotta keep this hidden. I need to play as this guy later. I can't expose him as having an... Yeah, I can't. I don't want to expose it, as we just went through. I could throw her in jail. I could ask her to break it off. I would rather give her a taste of her own medicine. Find someone... Well, not all the way. I don't need to seduce one of my daughters. If I'm going to successfully seduce someone, I will need every possible positive modifier. So, let's do it. So, start with someone who's lustful. Won't go with zealous. I believe Craven likes Craven. Right? Yes. It's lustful. Craven. Usually people like the same traits, so greedy. There isn't anyone who is also greedy. They're an eager reveler. That might work out. Wow! I actually have a very good success rate. Maybe I could have been seducing people all along. There we go. The things you learn thanks to spite and revenge. Taking this might actually give me enough territory to make the Kingdom of England, which I don't want to do, so. And it won't. 21 is a lot. I don't want to make it for the exact same reason I don't want to make the Kingdom of Brittany. Oh no, not a bold declaration. I am sneaky. Just waiting for these long, long sieges. They take so long when you haven't invented the equipment. One nice thing about having a very cheap army with cheap types of men-at-arms is you can actually make money over the course of a war instead of just breaking even through ransoms. Oh, we get to pick. I think she'd like to be entertained. She is lustful and craven. Yay, I was right. I have another ally I could call. I didn't notice. That's okay. Oh, he inherited. Wonder if I can negotiate an alliance with him. Nope. This guy belongs in my dungeon. Oh, this is a relatively nice story. But we can't become lovers. But I did get revenge on my cheating wife. There. Look at how good of a knight he is. That is quite good. Now, let's just see here. There are people who can get married. You are of them. And let's marry you for traits. There you go. So, we got 2 people set up for me to give some land to. Oh, this is such nice timing. Come here. And find a spouse. Someone with a trait. Look at that. Is there anyone with a high skill as well? Moderately high martial, but he's very old. Here we go. There we go. Got another one. Kind of a crappy marshal. Did it modify his contract? Okay, good. Vassals with council rights are the most annoying thing. Oh, it's almost time to go on a blackmailing spree. There we go. There. Now, she will join my court in order for me to get some knights. You can give me money. You can join my court to give me knights. You can give me money. You can be a knight. You can't do anything, I'll leave you alone. You can give me money. My son can give me money. It's the least he can do. Yep. Invite him to court. Invite her to court. Invite her to court. For all the money. There. It's a lot of money. Oops. Okay, now what we're gonna build first is a church. We're gonna build it here. We're gonna build it on the coast. Why on the coast? Because as I was talking about earlier, sticking with a small duchy to manage partition succession easily is even better if you have lay clergy. And then you can have your temples yourself. Oh look, more people to blackmail. Except he doesn't have... Oh no, he has money. Good. Who's his relationship with? Her. Don't want to reveal his secret because I just blackmailed his lover. And she has money. Okay, let's get these ones to marry people based on prowess. We might as well also have them marry people with good stats, so long as the prowess is... Oh, that's not good enough. No point in doing that. Prowess, here we go. Someone who's Norse. 16 isn't actually that high. Anyone who's my religion. This guy also got 16. This fella. Go. Wait, that was instant. Was he in my court? Whoops. I guess I'm gonna go up into Lancaster to start getting more victory points. They're fighting a war. Once I win mine, the places will be really easy for my Christian brethren to take. If they can avoid just losing before then, because they were really losing that war. Let's just see how bad it is. Oh, they're turning it around. They're raiding me, but my army's away. How annoying. Earl Morhatho, my vassal, has requested support in a plot against me. I don't think he would betray me. We're approaching the end of the game for today. What I'm going to need to do right away next time is a handful of marriages, along with looking after education, not just here, also among my vassals. This will be a rather significant amount of micromanagement. Speaking of micromanagement, I should send her to a different court. Sure, Lotharinga sounds good. Oh, the army, my enemy's army finally arrived. I think my ally's gonna beat him without me. Oh, in spite of the education, He did not become Welsh. I know she's cheating on me. Fine. But it's fine if she does. It would be nice if she had more children. There we go. Mercia is mine. And they're now also losing the war, the Holy War, for Cheshire. Nice. Feel like I helped. Okay, so divide up the land. Lots of people here who are nicely set up to help get better traits for the future. Here, don't really care very much where I put them. It's just not. It can be an important decision, but it's just not for my future plans. I in fact don't care very much if England is strong. I want. Yeah. Now, one thing I want to notice is that this fellow's my chancellor. He already has very high diplomacy, but he's also got a diplomacy education. So when I land him, his diplomacy is going to get even higher, because he's going to get levels. So let's put him down somewhere. There you go. And I didn't actually commit to memory what it was before, but I think it went up too. So I still have some territories that I need to do something with. Let's see. Okay. Can I summon knights? Not yet. This fella is very old. His wife's also pretty old. And he doesn't have any family. There are no other members of his dynasty. Back in Crusader Kings 2, we called this move title parking. There you go. So when he dies, it's gonna come back to me. As is all the money, any men-at-arms. His wife is old enough that he won't have kids. He almost definitely won't. It doesn't matter to me too much if he does. There's a small chance that he will. Let's gamble on it working out. That he's going to have lots of that he's going to have no kids. I don't. There we go. Okay, my incompetent marshal son, you can heal that damage to the control that there was in Exeter. Okay. I do not currently have enough money to make this duchy. But as soon as I get that, I definitely will. Give me instant 250 more, which is not actually that much towards where I need to be. This is gonna be tough. Well, I will deal with that later. I have a very good evening. Thank you for watching.